Hi, Davey.
Oh. So, the question is, why are we here? And what is our purpose? Ed's explained that his mistakes and his failures are teaching others how to avoid bad situations, such as drugs and sexual things, and how by staying away from lots of the desires and lusts of the human body can save you a lot of pain and misery later on. So I find that interesting.
Yes, I keep trying to turn to God and I keep wanting that life, but it just doesn't seem to work for me, but I seem to be able to build up others and support others in their faith.
So it's helping me realize that there's still hope. I mean, I'm pretty much just as far gone as Ed, even though he might not think it. But we're both sinners. We're both in the same boat. And his struggles and tribulations and me being a part of that is helping me learn from him, but at the same point I think he's also learning from me, you know?
I've learned quite a bit from you.
And I mean, people getting together and when discussing through things and, you know, kind of almost not exactly going through the same experiences, but sharing in each other's way that they've been living, you know? Like, I share with you and how I'm living, you share with me and how you're living, and we're kind of like figuring out like what is healthy, what's, you know, working for us, what's not.
But isn't that kind of a healthy friendship when you
Yeah.
share and you try and build each other up and you try and encourage each other?
Yes. And so, wouldn't that be nice if everyone could do that, where they were just working together to try and better themselves? Can you imagine a community where it's just, they're just all working together to try and, you know, take care of each other and, you know,
not to just better yourself,
yes,
but to better others and
no longer
have their life matter more than yours.
Yeah. So no longer being selfish, but being selfless and, you know, Ed literally saying that, you know, I'm going to do these things and suffer so that you can learn from what I'm, you know, going through. But at the same time, I don't want to see him suffer. So I'm going to, you know, try and suggest things that are working for me, and then maybe things that aren't working for me, and he's doing the same with me. And trying to find that healthy lifestyle that works for both of us, and yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that what God intended when he first created the garden? Everyone just kind of working in unison and just, you know, taking care of stuff. And
ELE.
yeah. And it just being like such a wonderful system of just working so nicely together.
I think even non-Christians can do this.
Yes. And it's just learning to find that sense of purpose and, you know, life-fulfilling meaning that everyone's, you know, searching for is helping each other out.
Yeah, it's not about your own personal gain or your own personal... It's about when you build up others, they'll in turn help build you up, and everything will be taken care of if you're focusing more on others.
So the more you focus on others, the more it almost comes back full circle and, works.
So there's no need to be selfish in this world if we can all work together.
It's good to have that hope. Because I feel like we live in a world that's tries to self-center. And it takes away from each other connecting.
I think other parts of the world are better at this than us in North America.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to spread this in North America, this kind of culture more.
And not being so like, I gotta have my own house and my own this and that, and actually going out and just
loving,
loving and giving and being just a very encouraging and helpful person that can end up changing, even when there's a bunch of bad crap going on around. There's just something different that changes it and turns it for the good, for better.
I like that way of thinking.
Mm-hmm. So that's kind of nice to get out there.
Glory be to Lord God Almighty. That'll bring him so much glory.
Like, you like it when you see your creation, succeeding. And my dad's been, really, it seems like he's pretty upset with the fact that me and my brothers are just not really getting on with their lives. And, that's how God is. Like, his creation, he just wants to see them, working together and just, doing something, amazing with their lives. Not just, being these, zombies that just go about doing whatever and just being a product of the times and just, being just mindlessly doing things.
It's about who you are as a person and your character over anything you gain in this life is meaningless, because you enter this world naked, you'll leave it naked.
Yeah,
so there's only certain things you can take with you, like these memories that people can have of you. They can be good, they can be bad. If you're all about gain, do you want people to remember you for being rich or for having this, having that, or do you want people to remember you for how much you bless their lives?
Yeah, because what does a person care if you've got all this stuff and a huge mansion and a beautiful wife? And
then they get jealous
all this family
and just angry and frustrated that they have nothing and you have everything,
and you're not taking care of them. Like,
and it's hard to get rich if you're sharing.
Mm-hmm.
So to get rich, you kind of have to be selfish.
And so maybe that's why we're called to just sell all our stuff, give it to the poor, and follow Jesus, because that's what being selfless is. That's what giving up everything for others is all about. Is not maybe having millions, but literally just giving what you have. Giving the 2 copper coins that the lady brings, and that's all she has, but that's what she's got to give. And maybe not all of us are going to be millionaires, but this is what we've been given, and this is what we're going to share, and this is how we're going to help each other with the little that we do have. And hopefully it'll spark something in other people, and that'll cause more helpful and caring for others, and just that very loving sense of community that will just be something that people can look towards and be hopeful and realize that there's something better than just the selfish greediness and just I don't know, things that lead to death. And instead, let's turn to things that lead to life. kind of thing.
Exactly.